Hello guys and welcome to the final stream of 2016 on this channel. Hello guys and welcome to the Malaysian Grand Prix episode for the career mode in Season 3. And we are here for what will be probably the biggest race of the season so far for me in terms of the championship, as it was last season as well. But hopefully everyone's having a fantastic afternoon, New Year's Eve, wherever you are around the world. And first and foremost, Happy New Year to all those who are already celebrating their new year in 2017 already, while we're stuck in 2016 still. So it's annoying for them lot because they're in the new year and we're not yet. But this is the last video stream on the channel before 2017. But I have got a new video, guys, coming out around about straight after this stream, hopefully. Around about 4 o'clock is the time I've got it on at the minute. So I've got my last video of 2016 coming out. It's just a review of the year and what I've got planned for 2017, which I highly recommend you guys watching when it comes live, because it is important, because there's some big announcements and some teasers as well, along with the big teaser trailer. It's a short teaser, I'm going to say that right now, it's a short teaser trailer for Season 4, but I am absolutely stoked for that Season 4, what I've got lined up for you for that one. So that's all the big news I've got to say, so on there. But I want to try, guys, for this final stream of 2016 to absolutely smash the like goal on this video. The target to start off with is 111 likes. 111 likes is the target for the stream. And it would be amazing, guys, if we could smash the like goal today and also hit 11,000 subscribers by the end of the stream, if that makes any sense, as well. So we are ready to go, and I actually got some good, interesting stuff from Nick as well. That's just come through on my Twitter, so I'm looking forward to revealing to you what I've got lined up. So until then, Nick, I've got the DMs, so I've just seen some subs come through as well quickly before we go through. Defter has already subscribed already, which is nice. But if you did miss the qualifying, guys, just literally 10 minutes ago, we qualified P4, sorry, and it was actually probably one of my best qualifyings around that track, so I'm happy with that on there. But I can say, guys, we are 30 subscribers away from 11,000, and we could hit that, guys, by the end of today. That would be fantastic. We've already smashed the goal of what I wanted at the end of this year, but it would be nice to hit that magical 11,000 subscribers by the end of today. So I'm leaving that up to you guys to hit that goal if we can. And it would be amazing. I have got the live subscriber count, so I know what's going on there. So for the final time, guys, we're going to start this episode off right now. So without further ado, let's begin this, as it's now the crucial stage of the season in terms of the championship, which I'll explain in a minute. But without further ado, let's begin this, guys. It is the final race of the 2016 year. Let's do this, guys. It's time for the Malaysian Grand Prix, and it's live, guys. Hello everybody and welcome to the final stream of 2016. It is episode number 94 for the F1 2016 live career mode in Season 3 with Red Bull, being streamed right now on YouTube for the Malaysian Grand Prix. And we are here coming into probably one of the most critical races of the season for our championship. We are here for the race, and if you didn't see the qualifying episode, guys, which happened about 10 minutes ago, if you've been watching this live, we qualified P4, which I will take away very nicely, because the fact that I don't like this track in qualifying in the last sector. We lost all the time to our pole man. Actually, I can't remember who it was, actually. I think it was Sebastian Vettel who got pole in that one by, I don't know how much, but in the last episode, guys, quickly, we did cease R&D after Singapore after our retirement. We did get, though, an upgrade in our drag, and that is all we're doing for this Red Bull for the final time, as we'll be leaving Red Bull at the end of this season for a teaser which is coming out tomorrow for Season 4 of who I'm going to, and it's going to be probably one of the most big series I've got lined up live on this channel for 2017. More of that will be revealed tomorrow, guys, but in terms of the standings, as it is right now, Max Verstappen leads the way by 12 points, with me in second place, with Vettel, who's on pole for this one, in third, 67 points behind, and still has a chance of winning this championship. Also, Carlos Sainz as well has a chance, with 72 points behind, and he's ahead of us in the grid for this one. But make sure, guys, to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more regular content on this channel of F1 career mode into 2017. The target of likes, guys, is 111 likes. It seems a bit weird, but I just want to hit that just for the lols as well. And also, guys, we're nearly at 11,000 subscribers, so if you want to subscribe, you're more than happy to. You get shout outs if you subscribe as well on there, as I would love to hit 11k by the end of today, as it is the last day of 2016, which would be nice. But before we go on track, guys, Emma is going to have a word with us for the final time this year for what our expectations are for the race. Let's see what she's got to say.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So we've got to finish 4th or higher in this one, so basically where we are at the minute. Beat Carlos Sainz, our rival, and beat Max Verstappen as well in the race, and stay 4th in the championship or higher, which is going to be obvious because we're still miles ahead of 4th place in the standings as it is right now. So without further ado, let's go to the track for the Malaysian Grand Prix. It is live on YouTube. It is time for probably the most important race of the season so far. Can we pick up a win? We're about to find out.
A young Spaniard named Fernando Alonso sat at the front of the grid here over a decade ago now. The first flash of greatness in a race that also gave us the maiden win for Kimi Raikkonen. The Malaysian Grand Prix is an event for gifted racers to climb to the top, and for those on the sidelines to find new talents. 5 lefts and 10 rights make up the 15 corners of Sepang's 3.4-mile circuit. A track where the weather always threatens to play a deciding factor. The drivers will be subjected to forces in excess of 4G and heavy braking zones in 4 of these corners, 2 of which come at the end of DRS zones into turn 1 and to turn 15. Joining me to talk you through the action today is Anthony Davidson, and give us an idea of what kind of thing you're going to be looking out for today.
Well, the big question for me is whether or not we're going to see the cars able to follow each other closely enough to overtake, especially through the fast sections here. Of course, we've got DRS, and that will help on the straights, but it's still no good if you're coming off the previous corner too slowly or too far behind.
Okay, we need a good result today if we want to catch Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. Edging out Daniel Kvyat, who starts from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz and a Red Bull, Jenson Button and Raikkonen, Alonso, Verstappen, Hamilton and Roman Grosjean, Magnussen, Bottas, Nico Rosberg and Perez, Ericsson, Nasser, Pascal Wehrlein and Felipe Massa, Palmer and Gutierrez, Rio Haryanto and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go, lads. For the final time this year, we are on the grid for the Malaysian Grand Prix. In P4, which I'll take away very nicely in this one, we are running the aggressive tyre wear strategy for this one because I just thought, why not? We haven't done it for quite a while in this one. It's going to be a free stop race as well, with 2 soft stints, but we have got 2 fresh sets of not super soft, why am I saying that? We've got obviously the U set, which we're on now, 2 fresh sets of soft tyre and 2 sets of the hard. So we'll see what is going to happen in this one, but we'll wait and see. It is a dry race, which is very important for me personally, because I don't want to drive in the wet, obviously, for some particular reasons on there. But the setup, guys, for this race is on your screen right now, which you can use for your own career modes, your league racing, or just single player as well. So it's on your screen, guys. It's worked for me. It's basically the same as the Toro Rosso set, but I lowered the wings down and improved the transmission a bit as well on there. And always, guys, with fuel, put it down to 5 5 kilograms for qualifying as a bit of advice for you. No formation lap as we're going to jump straight into the race right now. So here we go. For the final time, guys, this year before 2017. Here we go. 4th on the grid. We need a win, basically, to put our championship back into contention. The lights are on. The Malaysian Grand Prix is go, and away we go. And Sainz had a crack of a start. Vettel had a poor start there, bogged down. We've bogged down a little bit. And here comes Jenson Button up to 4th place already, which we've already got a massive pack, a bit of a gap already to the cars behind him. But we're going to go down the inside of Button and also Kvyat and move up to 3rd place, as we've got a bit of a warning there from the stewards with Sainz, which can definitely take away from there, because that was a bit of an aggressive way for me to pass 2 cars there. But Vettel's had a poor run. We're going to go around the outside of him and we're going to move up to P2, so it's a fantastic start for us already with one of our rivals in the championship. Not a major one, but definitely one to think about. Alonso has got past Button and is up to P4, so it's already kicking off in this race already here in Kuala Lumpur. But Sainz leads the way. We're running a little bit wide like we did in qualifying, which nearly cost us a position into Q3, sorry, but we're running a little bit wide out of that corner at the double right-hander, which has slowed us down. Holds up Vettel and Alonso, bringing everyone back into contention right now, as I'm really going quickly in my speech right now, but we'll lose the back end a little bit as Sainz is slowly pulling away from us right now, but not that much. So I'm not really worried at this point, but this sector, if you've seen qualifying, is the OP sector for the AI, and I can't really do anything. I'm just pushing myself to the limit, but the AI have just been so quick in this sector. I don't know how I can gain time to them. We're a little bit wide from Dirty F from Sainz, but we're luckily in the slipstream of the Spaniard. Coming down the straight we go towards the final corner, and we're catching him back up with our very improved Renault engine throughout the season. It has been particularly slow against the Toro Rossos, but the Toro Rosso has got the quickest car in the field, as you've seen throughout the whole season. As we're going to get a lovely bit of slipstream here. Down the inside we're going to go on Sainz and lead the race from him, our protege, who could be moving here next season, as the rumours have been going around the paddock that Sainz has impressed the team. So there could be a chance, actually, that some people will be moving around teams next season, but nothing's been confirmed yet. We'll wait and see on there. So we're going to be leading the way then. And now is going to be my tactical strategy right now in terms of tyre wear to try and do one less stop. We're going to go and lean for this middle part of the lap, where the traction is going to be the critical part of this strategy. You've just got to be so careful on exit of slow corners. Just save a bit of the rear tyres, and also be very careful through these twisty that double right-hander, for example, on the tyre wear. It is boiling hot here as well. The track temperature is very high, which is going to affect the tyre wear as well, as the back end slid out a little bit there for us. But still 7/10 of a gap to Carlos Sainz, who we had an absolute classic race with, I think, a few races ago, if I remember. But as you can see, he's still keeping up with us, actually, into the OP sector, as I like to call this, as I've mentioned already on the last lap. But you can just hear the grungling sound of the Honda engine there, as they're actually falling behind at the minute. So, going so well at the minute, I've got to say, but Sainz and Vettel still with us, and a win for both of them is going to help them massively close the gap to Max Verstappen. So theoretically, the top 3 are going to gain points on Verstappen, who I have no idea where he is at the minute. But we get the fastest lap though, a 39 flat, so not bad from Littlemore. Just got to give it a little more right now in this race, as we just hugged the inside very perfectly there, and on the curb. Bit of the back end sliding out there, and again, Verstappen looks like he's down the pecking order. Excuse me, I did just had a burp there, which is a bit of an awkward moment, but I think Verstappen's in about 9th or 10th place at the minute, so he's had a poor start. Looking at tyre wear, all around matching 32%, which is what I want right now. So it's a very, very good start for us in tyre wear at the minute. So we're going to try and go to around about 65% on the tyre wear, because that's where you absolutely lose all your grip on the tyres. So we're going to try and do one less stop if we can in this race on the hard tyre, and try and extend that stint out. But we have got, remember, 2 fresh sets of soft tyre as well to play with, which is going to be a nice guinea pig idea for Max Verstappen when he pits off the mediums and goes on to potentially the soft tyre. But we're already struggling for grip already, so maybe the tyre wear is going to be a bit of an issue for us And although one person in particular wasn't particularly pleased with my decision of going on to the aggressive tyre wear strategy, cough cough Reese, on there. But no, I understand where he's coming from, because we've always done the hardest tyre strategy around here in the previous 2 seasons, and I just thought we'd just try something a bit different for this one and see how we go on. So we get a good exit there. Unfortunately for us, Sainz and Vettel have DRS, so that's not going to help us, but Vettel's going to try and make a move on Sainz for second, but we're going to hold on. Obviously a bit of a slight lock up on the front right, back end sliding out a little bit here. Just going to do a little short shift up to third as the back end slid out there, but that is definite signs for me that our strategy isn't going to work if we just keep doing that. So a bit early on power there, just lost the back end there, off the racing line as well, which won't help us. A little bit of a lock up again as we start the middle sector. We go. Just going to lift a little bit here, short shift up to 6th, then drop it down 7th gear, sorry, then back to 6th. Trying to keep it in within the limits. Short shift again up to 5, just to save a little bit of rear deg. So we're going to drop it down to lean then for this very particular slow part of the track with the hairpin, and especially this corner. Getting on the power early, you're going to lose it completely and spin out. Shift it down to 3rd, then back up to 4th. Jeff's apparently calling me in, but we ain't going to pit this lap. We're going to try and go as long as possible. We may switch up the strategies up a little bit and go on to the hards, I think, for the next stint, and see how we get on with this. But we'll wait and see. But we're not going to box this lap. I don't think everyone behind me is going to pit, but I could be wrong. Nope, they're staying out. So we're going to follow the same strategies if we can of Sainz and Vettel as we set another fastest lap of the race. Right there, so we're out of DRS range, which is definitely what I wanted right now, as the gap is 1.2 seconds at the end of the 4th lap, sorry. And on to lap 5, so taking a good start for us here. Back end sliding out again. But we're starting to pull away now as Sainz and Vettel start to fight against each other. Cheers, Jeff. Short shift up. Down we go to 6th gear. Trying to hug that inside line. Running a little bit wide again. That we've done so far in this race. We just can't get that line spot on there. Taking a bit of curb there on the double right-hander isn't going to help us with exit speed, which will help Vettel and Sainz out a little bit. But behind them, there's a bit of a gap actually, so if we could stay out a bit longer, and with traffic as well going to play a factor in this race. Luckily the gap's still 1.7 seconds, so we're not in DRS range, which is good. But as I was saying, if we pit early, we're going to be caught in traffic, so I'm just going to have to try and push as hard as possible now, so once the pit stop windows have come, we'll stay relatively in 3rd place as a net position is my goal. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But we're going to stay out again, as we've still got a little bit of grip in the car. If we're still setting PBs and fastest laps, then I think that is encouraging signs, as one of the cars is in. I think it's Sebastian Vettel in the pit, so he's the first man of the leaders to make their first stops as we keep setting fastest laps. So that must mean we're doing pretty well on these tyres, on these used set of soft tyres. So we can push these to lap 8, then that is quite encouraging, because then I can go on to the hards and then go on to a fresh set of softs and do one less stop in this race if I can. We're on 58%, so not too bad at the minute for tyre wear at this point, so I'm going to maybe go onto the hards for the next stint. So we're losing the back end there, so that is a definite sign. So we can get to lap 8, that'll be very encouraging signs for me right now. So my goal is lap 8 is my goal, as the back end stood out there massively through the double right hander. But what's more important is we're catching, well actually no, I'll take that back, we're putting away from Carlos Sainz, which is definitely very encouraging. I just hope Vettel is in traffic. That's my only thing that I need to think about right now, but we're still matching times in the middle sector, so that's very encouraging signs as well, as we're going to come out somewhere in 10th place according to the game, but hopefully I don't want to be in there. We've got Verstappen out to third, thanks to people pitting, so that's not what I wanted to see, but remember, he is on a different strategy to us, so we've got to keep pushing right now. We're just going to carry on in this race. Sainz, I believe, is going to pit this lap, and he does indeed go in. We're going to carry on, as Verstappen's rival who was with him is in the pits as well, but we're going to continue on. And I think we'll pit next lap is my goal. And hopefully get to around about lap, I'm going to try and guess lap 20, at least lap 20 on off the hards and go on to a fresh set of softs. But we'll wait and see. Well, I've got to say my tyre wear is averaged out the same, which is quite good. But I'm starting to lose grip now. Starting to lose a little bit of grip, but we'll get the hards ready for us. We're going to take a bit of a change of strategy from Jeff mentioned at the start.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want
And
to
Jeff's
change
about
yours
to probably tell me to go back to that strategy of the softs. But I don't want to, Jeff.
Confirmed.
Okay, Jeff's telling me to do some very bizarre strategy here. Or do I have to do the hards? That's the question of mandatory tyre. That's a good question. Do I have to run 2 hard stints? That's a very good point, actually. I forgot about that. I think it was 1 soft and 1 or 2 hards, so I have to do that strategy. So we'll box this lap, and we're just going to have to just absolutely we'll have to switch strategies. We're going to go back on the softs because we have to. I'm just going to have to stick with this and just pray that this strategy works for us. But we'll come into the box. Where's the pit lane entry? There it is. So we're coming in.
Max is coming to the pits. Max in the pits now.
And Max actually... Oh, this is awkward. This is. Max Verstappen's in the pit lane as well. Oh, what unfortunate turn of events.
Release.
It could actually work here. Double shuffle. How are the team doing it? They actually have done the double shuffle, so that has worked out nicely for us. I was kind of scared that it didn't work for us there, but we will lose the lead to Massa, Magnussen, Ericsson, Verline. But we've come out massively ahead of the pack of Sainz and Vettel, and we've come out in 5th place. So this is quite interesting, I've got to say. But we're going to absolutely go for it now. We're going to full on, flat out go for it and just try and build a lead and just go onto the hards. So we'll go down the inside of Pascal Verline.
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They have an issue with their car.
Oh, and Ericsson there just pushes us off the track there. But with the soft tyres, look at the grip we've got compared to Ericsson. And we go past him, we're up to 3rd place. Next up is Kevin Magnussen in the banana car. So I believe it's a Haas leading the race at the minute, but this has worked out absolutely brilliantly for us in strategy call. We're going to do a late... it's actually a Williams, actually. Massa is leading the race. I apologise. But we are now up to 2nd, and we just got to hope and pray Vettel and Sainz are on a slow tyre, and we just absolutely floor it right now. So we just got to push now. So we've just changed a bit of a last minute change of strategies, going backwards and forwards. The hards are the mandatory tyre, so I will have to do 2 hards, I think. As Massa does indeed go into the pit, so we will take back the lead of the race after only losing it for a lap. So that's definitely what I want. Verstappen's right in there, in the middle of a tight battle, actually. So we have to run 2 hard tyres in the race, so that's why I'm going to have to be very, very aggressive right now on these soft tyres. Just burn them quickly. As Rosberg sets the fastest lap of the race, 38.4, sorry.
Going for it. He's just put in the best lap of the race so far.
So we just have to just push now and just pray. And then we'll just have to absolutely floor it with the hards and just hope we get to the end of the race on them. Oh, run a little bit wide. But do I have to run both for the hards, or does it have to be 1 set of hards? I'm pretty sure it's only 1, but I can't confirm that. Because we did it in... oh, what was it? We did it in Monza. But look at the gap we've got on Magnussen already. So this is working out absolutely brilliantly for us. Even though we've got to stop again. I'm pretty sure we can do 2 stops, but I just need clarification from the track. Oh, just 1 hard set, so we can expand this out. Cheers, Nick. So we can expand this stint out, then this could work out absolutely brilliantly for us and do a 1 less stop. Then the AI are planning to do 3 stops. Let's look at that, 37.7. Okay, one set, okay. So if we can expand this set out to what, lap 16, we should be fine to go to do 1 more stop. But I know like Vettel and Sainz will be quicker than us at the end, quite quickly if they go onto the softs at the end. So we'll wait and see. But I was very surprised we took out those tyres to that amount of laps of what, lap 7 I think it was when we pitted. So well, I say very happy with that. So let's just absolutely push now on these tyres and just go for it. It's massively crucial, this one. Look at the tyre wear, 22%, not too bad here. Of course, I'm particularly impressed with the tyre wear so far. So we've had a little bit of a lock up. Look at that 8 temps up in the middle sector, but this is the perfect now. This is our race to win or lose now. We keep doing the pace we're doing right now, since the tyres are not that bad in terms of wear. As Massa is out of the race, unfortunately, the first retiree of the race, which is a massive shame for him because he was actually up in the lead and had a chance of some good points finish. We're going to come out the last corner. Can we improve our lap time? There is Massa, the double right-hander. Surprised there's no safety car. I've got to say, I'm very surprised. Very surprised. Very, very surprised at that. So, still a long way to go. Rest in peace, Felipe Massa. Just lift a little bit to go down to 6th gear. A little bit wide, so we have to lift out of that corner just to avoid anything from the stewards, because we were in their stewards inquiry list regarding the contact with Sainz. But what's more important is the guinea pig thing that I was mentioning about the hard tyres. If Magnussen and Verline are still out there on fresh hard tyres, then that will indicate when to pit, and we should be fine on their tyre wear. So this is working out very nicely. But you never know what can happen in this one. A lot of things can change. And I'm not particularly nice on the hard tyres. I just do not like the hards on this track. Just do not feel. When I was practicing with them, I was so off the pace. I was about 8 tenths off the fastest hard tyre runner, which surprisingly enough was Carlos Sainz.
Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
And now I'm getting Jeff telling me to change strategies, so we'll have a look at it. If it is going to be one more stop, but I highly doubt it's going to be that.
Copy.
Nope, it's the same strategy. Just tell me to pit a bit earlier than normal. So nice of Jeff to inform me of that. Let's try and make the corner. Tyre temps are 100 degrees, that is how hot they are. A little bit of a lock up, just pushing us a little bit wide, a bit of oversteer as well. But Palmer's now up to 2nd place, so I think Magnussen's pitted at the end of lap 11. So I believe Palmer's going to lap 12, and we should find out where the field is as it stands after the first round of pit stops has been completed. Because obviously the likes of Palmer, Perez have not pitted yet. But the traffic's played out massively right there for me. As I mentioned at the start of the race, traffic's going to play a factor with everyone on like mediums and hards after the top 10. This is going to be interesting once we make our pit stop. Rosberg's got issues with his car. Yes, cheers Jeff for letting me know that. So we've got nearly a pit stop lead over Palmer right now, and I think Palmer's going to pit at the end of this lap, so he does indeed. And Vettel and Sainz are on the hard tyre, surprisingly enough, so they're going to be on the mediums, I'm going to guess, come end of the race, potentially. So we're going to pit on lap 16 and just go to the end on them. On the hard tyres. They are going to be a fresh set, of course, as there are some people in the pits, as I've just mentioned. So at the minute, it is the same as it is since the start of the race. It's me, Sainz and Vettel, the top three. No idea where Max Verstappen is in all this. But we'll wait and see. But our tyres are starting to go off the cliff a little bit. So we've got 18.5 second lead. Still, Vettel and Sainz still battling with each other. 0.3 of a second is the gap at the minute. So very close between them two. Starting to lose a little bit of grip now on these soft tyres. And they've only done 6 laps. Bit wide, but we're going to come back on again. There's a big train there. I don't want to be in that train when we come out of the pits, of course, but look at the time there, 1:39. As we're starting to lose a little bit of time to Carlos Sainz. Lost half a second. So that is very worrying, but nothing too major to think about. We will potentially stay ahead of him, or just miss him out there. And I think Vettel's trying to make a pass on Sainz at the last corner, but I could be wrong with that. Still got exactly nearly a lap of fuel extra. Got Max Verstappen actually is in this battle, I believe. He's 17 odd seconds, so I'm going to guess he's somewhere in 4th place. I could be wrong, I could be right, but we'll wait and see when that pops around. But do remember, guys, I have got another video going live, potentially about half an hour after the race finishes. It's basically a review of the year and what I've got lined up for 2017, which I really recommend you guys watching, because there's some very interesting stuff going to be coming back, and obviously some new big features for Season 4 of this career mode, this live career mode. That's the back end stood out there. Raikkonen's fixed his issues with his car, so that's good for him. Lots of people having issues today with their cars. We've not had any issues yet with our power outputs, which we've been having a massive issue with all season. So, tyres, I've got to say, I'm doing pretty well on these tyres. Maybe to do an extra lap longer than I would have liked. So we're going to go on to lap number 15 of this race. So we're only, what, 1.4 seconds off the pace of what I was setting. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I do know that the pack behind me are going to be on fresher tyres and faster tyres. So we'll have to be absolute, and obviously manage our hards to the end of the race as well, as we've been given the call to come to the pits, but I'm not going to pit this lap. I'm going to probably pit next lap. So we've done 9 laps on these soft tyres, which has been pretty impressive, I've got to say. Once we make our pit stop, this is the 8th lap. You can just see that can't commit as enough like I did when we had these on a fresh set. Running a little bit wide over the double right-hander there, thanks to clipping the curb, so not what I wanted to do. Oh, just a tad wide though. Tad wide at the hairpin. short shifted up to 4th. Back end slids out there. Had to correct that, but I'm not going to pit this lap, Jeff. We're pitting the next lap. Gonna get straight back on the power. No idea how many likes we've got so far or how many subscribers we're away, but I'm pretty sure we're close. We've seen a lot of new subscribers. I do apologise to anyone that has subscribed and hasn't. I am trying to focus right now on winning this race because it is very crucial for the championship, this one. But we will be pitting this lap for the final time in this race on the 2-stop strategy, which apparently, according to the game, we're supposed to do 3 stops. So we've proved the game that we can do 1 less stop at this point so far in the race, but you never know what can happen. Trying to be very careful. We're managing the gap now to Sebastian Vettel, who actually has got past Carlos Sainz.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
As Jeff's telling me to do another strategy call.
Copy that.
I don't want to do that, Jeff. Do not want to do that one little bit. He's telling me to go on to the hards, the soft tyre, sorry, but we're going on the hards, Jeff. Oh, look at that tyre wear, 74%. Oh, this reminds me of last season 1. This does on the last lap. If you guys remember that 80-odd%, I think it was tyre wear. Oh, if we had a puncher now, that would be so funny as we were coming to the pits. Oh, just look at there's just no grip.
Showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Oh, there you go. So we're going to box this lap now, go on to the hard tyres for our last pit stop of the race. Oh, we can't even make the pit entry right. So we'll box this lap. There we go. I think Max is somewhere, I think, in P6, but we'll wait and see. As we'll make our pit stop. Hopefully the boys can get me a good job here. And it's a 1.7. The boys have done me well. Fantastic job there from the guys there. As both Verstappen and actually Vettel's in the pits as well. Vettel makes his pit stop. So Vettel's going to the end of the race now. Potentially, if he's going on mediums, then he's going to the end. Verstappen's right on the back of Sainz. There's Jensen. Or is that Raikkonen? It's Raikkonen, so Button's in the pits as well, along with Vettel, so that's a surprise. So now we're going to go to the end on these then, with 12 laps to go. Can we get to the end of this one? That's the question. Technically we should be able to, with it being 12 laps to go right now, and Palmer went 12 laps on his fresh set of hards, so we should be able to get to the end, but I'm just thinking in my head about the tyre wear glitch right now. You start on the softer tyre, the tyre wear goes quickly, but we haven't seen it yet so far, the tyre wear being that bad round here, so that's very encouraging stuff to hear. Cold tyres on the hards, not going to work for us. I've still got a long way to go here. Raikkonen, I think, will have to make another pit stop. All these cars around me have to make one more stop, I believe, and then we will have to defend our arses right to the end. Going to the final corner as Verstappen pits along with Carlos Sainz. There's a battle in the pits. Right now, will Raikkonen pit? I just can't see what's happening, but we will take back the lead of the race with 11 laps to go, and I think some of these will go to the end on another set of hards potentially, and that will be interesting if they do that, and I believe they are, as Bottas moves up to 2nd place now. So Bottas is the surprise here of the race, but he may have to do one more pit stop, but we are in the driver's seat right now in terms of position. If they're both, they actually are on hards as well. Wow, that's a surprise. That is a real surprise. I would have thought they would have gone mediums, but it seems that they can't do that. So they must have also gone on aggressive tyre wear strategy, Ferrari and Toro Rosso. And I think Verstappen's definitely unbalanced, so that's a surprise. Backhand sliding out again. So the gap at the minute, I believe, is about 16 seconds to Carlos Sainz. I don't know actually what the gap is, if I'm honest, once Bottas pits, but we'll wait and see. Or if he's staying out. If he stays out Bottas, then this is going to be a pretty impressive performance from him. So there's Bottas, there's Carlos Sainz. Verstappen's up in 4th place, so Verstappen from 9th on the grid, I've got to say, has done very well for himself. So well done to Verstappen. Even though we're going to crawl some points on him here, I don't think we'll lead the championship. I do not think so. I could be wrong, but as it stands, I believe we will be tied on points with him. If the gap, I think wasn't it 14 points or something? I can't remember now. But it will be pretty close in the championship if it stays as it is right now. But we'll wait and see. Vettel's finally got past Bottas, who's in the pits. And Vettel actually has been passed by Verstappen, so Verstappen's now to 3rd place. So I've got to say Verstappen's doing a recovery drive right now from 9th place on his strategy that he's got lined up. So it's basically the same apart from Verstappen's now to 3rd. So we'll wait and see how that pans out. All we can do is just cruise around and just try and increase the gap in case the game tells me, oh, you got to pit again for some tyres. But I hope it doesn't, because I think we can do this to the end of the race. So the gap is 17 seconds to Carlos Sainz, who I think is going to start a battle with Max Verstappen, so that could help us increase the gap a little bit. So we'll wait and see. But we're coming up then to 9 laps to go of this race. Ocon's not in the game, unfortunately. They did say they wouldn't bring him into the game because it was that late, I think, on the switch. And the game was practically done, so that's probably why. There actually is a thread in the forums on F1 regarding that issue, so... no idea what the microphone fix is for Dirt Rally. Just going to check in a minute the gaps. Driver behind.
Sainz is behind you. The gap behind us is 16.3 seconds.
Well, Vettel's got past him again.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.5.
Backhand signing out again from me. Is that more people in the pits? Is that the lead? It can't be the leaders, surely. Again, that would be very bizarre if that was the case. But I think those guys are going to be going onto the soft tyre or the medium tyres. But that was, I just saw people in the pits. I was like, eh, that can't be right. Is Ryan Dewar Hamilton this year? Nah. I can't blow my engine up like Arrow did. I don't know how he blew his engine up in that race, but I can pretty assure you I don't know how to do it.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
But I don't think I'll be blowing my engine up this race. So if Verstappen is 4th and we win this, I think I don't know actually, I really don't know my maths today. But I think if Verstappen's 4th or 5th and we win, we will take the lead of the championship back again, or tie on points with him. But by the way guys, Happy New Year to anyone who's already into 2017, Happy New Year to you all. And I hope you get absolutely smashed today. Obviously I can't because I don't drink alcohol, so I'll be doing it in my own practical way. So technically I'll lead by a point in the championship according to Reese. So thank you Reese for that. Actually yeah, we 10 points weren't it, so yeah, I can kind of go get that. Vettel's up past Sainz. That's a surprise. So Vettel's on the charge right now. I have to say. Oh, that was a bit of a cut there, but bring us a little bit wide.
Okay, some information on Rosberg. It seems they fixed.
Okay, so Verstappen's 4th, according to you guys, will lead by a point, so I'm going to take that into consideration. So thank you all for leaving that in the chat. I can read your chat, but I am so focused right now. We have got nearly a pit stop advantage over the pack. So one less stop has proven to work for us here today. So here's that to any suggestions for strategies for the race in your league races or multiplayer races or your own career modes. Do 2 stops. Okay, you know what I mean. No, I don't do drugs either. I'm a straight edge. Don't smoke, don't do drugs, and I don't drink. Okay, we're coming up now to 7 laps to go.
Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Don't know why Senna's saying that, because it's ultimate. I think he's only saying that because of the gap I've got at the minute, because I've done one last pit stop. They are catching me, so... And obviously the development races actually play a role with the team, so I don't know what Mike's saying. If this was on easy, or whatever he's saying, then why wasn't I not on pole? There's a question for you. And I was absolutely pushing it like an absolute madman on that Q3 lap, and I still didn't get pole. Oh well. Back end stood out there. We've got race fuel as well to play with. And obviously people I think they're comparing people like PC to Xbox when the consoles are quite quicker than people on PC, so I can see where they're coming from really with that comment, if I'm honest. So I'm not really... Because the career mode times were a lot different, so... Oh well. Marco, you are so Dutch. Yeah, well, you know, you go to Amsterdam, you know, go to the cafes there and get some chocolate brownies, wink wink. I want the ability to punch Jeff after every race. It's a fair point. Jeff at times can be annoying, especially in my qualifying sessions, which you guys know about when I join the session. And he just talks when I'm about to say a little brief summary of the races that I've done. And he goes there. Well, I know Marco is a lot quicker than me, so I know he's just an alien, Marco is, on this game. So Marco can definitely back me up on that. That's why he doesn't do career modes, because he's too quick for the AI at the minute on practically every track apart from like Monaco. I know he's crap at Monaco, I know that, because he retired at Monaco in AOR. Banter. A sub every lap. That's actually quite a good idea, actually. Oh, very wide though. Very, very wide at the hairpin. Very, very wide. Just right there. But we're going to come up to 5 laps to go then. And they are catching me. Sainz is catching him up. Oh, and Verstappen, I've just noticed, is up to P3. That's annoying. So, as it stands right now, Verstappen will lead the championship still, but the gap will be down. We dropped quite massively, but we are starting to struggle, I think. Even though our tyre wear is not that bad, we're struggling right now. Totus, basically, Arav's using, he's not doing the career mode feature, he's just doing single player. And then edits it all out in terms of doing replay cameras and stuff, and updating standings on like a Photoshop file, and then just sticking it in. It's not in career mode, it's done. It's basically done via Grand Prix mode, and he uses mods from Race Department, well, not from Race, he makes his own basically, and edits the language files and stuff like that. And I don't know if anyone helps him or not, but I know he used to get help regarding like some of the files, but he basically does it by himself, and I actually do rate Arab with his modding because he's incredible at it. And obviously I would have asked him regarding Season 4, but I'm not going to, because he is in my state as I was this year, in final year of university, so I know the pain and suffering he's going to go through in his last year. As we go off the track there, that's a scary moment. A mini bottle there, chaps. That was a scary moment. So I want to see some bottles in the chat. Right there, some mini bottles actually. Some bottle emojis right now, but that was a very scary moment for us there. And that would have been race over. But we have to take this so carefully right now. As I said, I'm not particularly a fan of the hards on this track, as Verstappen is right on the back of Sainz. And I've got to say, Verstappen deserves driver of the day in this one, because he's driven absolutely brilliantly from 9th on the grid to where he is right now is pretty impressive. So full props to Verstappen in this race. But it's going to cost him though. But over 200 people watching this is insane, so thank you very much guys. And apparently we're 5 subs away, apparently, according to you guys, so I don't know what the like goal is at the likes at the minute, but I'm not really focused on that at the minute. I just keep seeing people saying 5 to go, 4 to go, 6 to go, 7 to go. And annoyingly lads, Verstappen is past Sainz and he's up to 2nd place. That's annoying. So it will mean, theoretically now, Verstappen will still lead the championship, but the gap's going to be cut down to I think 5 points. Going to Suzuka, a track that I absolutely love racing at on this game. So we'll see if we're going to have success around there, as we did last season. Running a little bit wide than I would have liked, but remember guys, at about 4 o'clock we're going to have the year review video, which is going to be coming out. And I would really recommend you watching that, because it is important, because about my plans for next year. Well, for as of tomorrow, basically, what I've got lined up. So very important. There's a return of a big series that I did in the middle of the year regarding classic cars, so I think a lot of you will know where I'm going with that. So oh, by 8, sorry, is it? I do not know my maths. I'm just so focused right now, I can't really do my maths right now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
But we are starting to struggle now. Come on Vettel, get past them. Sainz is still with us, still with that battle. You may have to refresh your streams if you want to see the sub count, or just get a live sub count up. So I'm actually making the video as we finish this stream off, so it's only going to be a 5-minute video, but the thumbnail I've made is pretty impressive. It's basically the same as Ben's, but you actually get to see all my thumbnails, so you get to see some familiar series that I did. One of them is the Will Stevens challenge. If you remember the Will Stevens challenge, that was probably one of my favourite videos to do, because it was just so much fun in a manner to have a bit of banter with that guy who was unlucky in the season, I've got to say, in that 2015 season. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. Short shift. So the gap's 12 seconds right now to Vettel. Verstappen's still with Sebastian, and Sainz is on the back of Verstappen. So hopefully Sainz gets past Verstappen here, and that will just be the world of good for me, and we can end the year leading the championship, going to the final 5 races I think of the season. So we'll see how we get on. We've got 2 laps to go then in this one. I'm not reading chat at the minute, but it is absolutely spamming right now with comments. So I don't know what's happened, but let's see how we go. 2 laps to go. And Jeff's telling me to pit this lap, which is quite annoying, but I'm pretty sure we don't have to pit again. Please tell me we don't have to pit again. If we get disqualified, I will literally blow up, and I'll break down in my heart. Because some of you have said it's one mandatory, you only got to use one of the hard tyres, but I'm hoping and praying that I only have to use this one set of hards. He hasn't told me to come in on the screen saying you must pit for your mandatory tyre. So that's very encouraging signs, but it will be the last sector that will tell me when that I need to do it. But I'm pretty sure you guys are right, but I am so concerned right now that leading this race since the very first, well, lap 2 I think it was, when we took the lead of the race. Nothing's come up just yet, which is quite nice. Lost a bit of sound then for a second, but that was obviously my bad. So here we go then for the penultimate time. I'm going to come onto the back straight.
4 laps of fuel remaining.
And we've got plenty of fuel as well in the tank. Come on, Sainz, get past Verstappen. Pretty please. Here we go then, the final lap then. Are we going to get disqualified? I don't think we will, but... literally blow. Oh, we're fine. Lads, we're fine. We've done the mandatory pit stop, we're fine. But they closed the gap massively. It's now down to 11 seconds, so... just think if we did another pit stop, it would have been pretty close between all of us.
Okay, distance to teammate, 11.1 seconds.
But I'm just going to have to play it safe now. The tyres are pretty bad right now. I'm not going to lie. They're starting to lose a little bit of grip, but... the gap's now 12 seconds, so Verstappen annoyingly is up to second now. Grr. That's the only bit of rage you got to get in my videos right there. The grr. Right there, but Vettel is now down to third. So really, Verstappen's going to gain on them two. So it's going to practically now be a 2-horse race for the championship again. And it's going to be the battle of the teammates, which is even more funny, I have to say as well. But one more sector to go then. And we're just going to just bring this home now without any concerns. As look how close it is between Verstappen, Sainz and Vettel right now. Come on guys, do something for me, or Verstappen retires on the last lap. That would be very nice to see. But we're just going to take it nice and easy now. There's Max there and Vettel as well. But here we go then, coming to the final corner we go, in probably one of the most crucial races of the season for us. And will put us back right into contention for the championship. We will win the Malaysian Grand Prix. What a way to end the year for us on this channel. A win for us here and puts us definitely back in that hunt now. It's now potentially a 2-horse race against Max. What a drive. What a win.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One. And that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
So there we go, lads. The last win of the season. We've got it done. What have I achieved? What a drive. What a strategy as well from the team for one less stop over Max. Max, I've got to give him props from 9th to finish in 2nd place. And I think that will basically wrap us the championship up in the Constructors. But let's hear from Crofty and Anthony again, as always.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I think I'll go for Esteban Gutierrez. He showed his innate speed and it was really one of his best drives of the season.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull have extended their lead over the championship. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So here are the results then for the Malaysian Grand Prix. We win by only 9 seconds in the end there. So Max on definitely the right tyre strategy there with the mediums and then the hards. And I think he was on the softs as well at one point. Vettel in 3rd, Sainz in 4th. So a bit of a disappointment for them two for their championship. But an impressive 5th for McLaren. Raikkonen in P6. Kvyat, the big loser there, dropping from 2nd to 7th. Alonso in 8th. The French Baguette in 9th. And Bottas completes the top 10 with Hamilton just missing out on the points there in 12th. And the confirmed retirements, well, there's only one really. It was Felipe Massa, and actually Nico Rosberg was the last man to finish the race, so that's a bit annoying. And any Haryanto fans, he finished 16th from 21st, so he gets a round of applause there for me as well, so well done to him. What does that mean for the championship? It is now 5 points between me and Max Verstappen for the championship, going with 5 races to go, if my maths is correct, with how many races we've got left. Vettel and I think Sainz are basically going to be out of it now, unfortunately. 70 points is a bit of a gap, unless we both retire, me and Max. You never know what could happen. Kvyat is definitely out of the running now. Tied on points are Button, Alonso and Raikkonen actually for P6 on there. Then the battle between Hamilton and Button, former teammates, is 5 points between them both. In the Constructors, if anyone's interested, it's 184 points now, but Toro Rosso have now got an 11-point lead over Ferrari, so it's going to be very close between them two. McLaren looks certain for 4th. Mercedes definitely for 5th maybe, but apart from that, Sauber still got no points on the board, so that's a shame for them. Absolute shame on there. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, for the final stream of 2016. I want to thank every single one of you that have come up for every stream, particularly this series. It has been amazing to do. You guys are awesome. You guys have been epic in every stream we've done. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming out for these. And there'll be more action in 2017 with more of this career mode, as we'll wrap up this series by the end of January and start focusing on Season 4, where there is a big teaser coming out tomorrow at some point. I'm not going to reveal what time, but it's going to come out at some point tomorrow. It is going to be only a little short 30-second teaser, but it is something to watch, and I'll be probably streaming it anyway before every career mode episode that we do. But the next race is Suzuka, and it will be possibly on Monday, as I'm having a day off tomorrow from the career mode. On there, lots of you are saying shoeies, but I ain't going to do a shoey today. I will promise, though, that if we win the championship, I will do a shoey for our final send-off for Red Bull. So I can definitely confirm it to you guys. And you have it on camera, basically. But you know what I mean, with the voice. So if you can just go, oh, you said this at this point on there. But thank you very much for watching this, guys. I do appreciate it as always. Like the video if you like what you saw and want more career mode in 2017. Also, as well, subscribe if you want to see more F1 content on the channel as well. It should be nice to see some new faces on the channel. But thank you very much, guys. That'll be me done for this year. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in about an hour or so, half an hour, for the review. I'm trying to think of my words now. The 2016 year review video, and I'm looking forward to bringing that out for you guys. But until a few days' time, guys, have a fantastic day wherever you are around the world, and have a happy new year as well when that hits to you wherever you are around the world. But until next time, guys, have a fantastic day. Drink lots of beer, alcohol, get smashed, whatever you're going to do, and celebrate the end of 2016 and focus on a brand new year in 2017. Until then, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Until then, it's goodbye from me. See you guys in 2017.